What's going on, guys? Briar Rabbit here. So it's been a couple of weeks since we've seen this image. This is the leaked image of the Rise of Iron. A lot of speculation has been done about this. Mine included on both this channel, on my Twitch stream, even on the Planet Destiny podcast. We've been talking about this image a lot. And I kind of thought it was over. I kind of thought, well, I've said all I need to say about this until E3, and hopefully we find out some more information from Bungie themselves. And then I was streaming yesterday, and the topic came up once again. It often comes up on stream. And I wasn't done talking about it. I wasn't done speculating about this image. So I figured I'd talk about it a little bit more in a more concise format in a YouTube video. So here's the deal, right? We know very little about this image. Obviously, we see Lord Saladin. He's got a pack of wolves. He's at the Cosmodrome wall. We see all that from the image. Then we have the information that Kotaku gave us. They say that it's going to be a Fallen raid, a Fallen themed expansion. We're going to get a Fallen raid, and it's going to be the Fallen, but with a twist. Now, here's the speculation. Here's what I'm really hoping for, and I gotta be honest with you, I'm a little afraid to do this heavy type of speculation because I almost feel like I'm setting myself up for disappointment. I know that sounds weird, but the problem is if I get too hyped, if I get too excited about what I think they could do, I'm setting an expectation that Bungie can't possibly hit. But I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm going to do it anyway because I just thought this was so much fun that I wanted to share it with you guys. And here it is, right? The Fallen with a twist, I think, is very interesting. Obviously, we saw the Hive with a twist in the Taken King. Obviously, the Taken are the Hive with a twist. In fact, they're all the races with a twist. What would the Hive with a twist be? Now, it could be that they introduce some new Fallen characters, some new Fallen enemy types. Or the twist could be, instead of introducing new Fallen enemy types, the way we fight them is different. Imagine this. Imagine that we are, instead of going and fighting the Fallen on their turf, they're attacking us on our turf. They could use a lot of the assets that are already in the game in the Cosmodrome. They could expand upon the Cosmodrome, make a new playable area of the Cosmodrome available for patrols, for exploration, for that kind of thing. And I think that would actually be really interesting. So that would be, instead of getting a brand new patrol area like we did in the Taken King, it would be just an expansion of the Cosmodrome. Or it could be the European Dead Zone, or it could be Chicago. We know these have been thought about for Destiny. We know that they're future destinations, or we hope they're future destinations, and that they haven't been abandoned completely. In fact, the European Dead Zone is in some of the multiplayer maps, and I find that to be interesting. I'd love to explore the European Dead Zone, especially in lieu of how they developed the Dreadnought for the Taken King, where they really added a lot of secrets. They added a lot of playable mechanics, findable areas, cool stuff to do and find in the Dreadnought, and I think that would really work well for the European Dead Zone, or even an expansion to the Cosmodrome. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Now, for the Fallen with a twist, imagine they are in fact attacking us. We know they've done this before. They did this with the Battle of Six Fronts. They did this at the Battle of Twilight Gap. Imagine they're doing again. Imagine they are attacking the last city, the last safe city, and it is up to us to defend it. And the culmination of that effort is the raid. Instead of us going to a Fallen catch and attacking the Fallen on their territory, imagine the raid is what we come to expect from a raid in reverse. It's us defending the last city. And each level of the raid is, instead of us pushing deeper into enemy territory, it's us getting pushed back. It's us getting overwhelmed and pushed back until the final boss fight, the final part of the raid, is actually a defense against the strongest warrior, or the strongest warriors the Fallen have that they can throw against us. It's just an absolute badass fight, and it's the last stand for our 6 Guardians. Instead of us going in and trying to kill a specific bad guy, it's us being the defenders, being the last guardians, the last line of defense, trying to protect the last of humanity. And I think it could change up the way raids work in a big way too. Instead of being a very heavily mechanic based raid like we had in King's Fall, this one would be all about survivability and getting that damage done. It would be very much a badass fight, just trying to kill as many onrushing enemies as you could, as fast as you could, before you have to retreat to the next line of defense. I don't know, I find this idea to be very appealing. I don't obviously know what the next raid is going to be or what the next expansion is going to be all about. I can assume that it's going to be about the Fallen. There's going to be some kind of twist on the Fallen, and we are going to get a Fallen raid, which I'm very excited about. I just think this idea is interesting, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So thank you very much for watching. Hit that like button if you liked the video. Hit subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.